Hi, my name is Kelsey Lane, and this project is on the evolution of female dominance in lemurs for primate behavior 463. I hope you enjoy, and please excuse my pronunciation. Let's start by exploring lemurs and where they fall into the primate family. Lemurs are part of the order Primates, which is the fourth most species. Lemurs are part of the order Lemurs are part of the order Primates, which is the fourth most specious mammalian order with approximately 300 to 500 species of primates. After the order, we take a look at the suborder. Lemurs are in the suborder of Strepsirrhini and are further classified into the superfamily Lemuridae. Some examples of some lemur species are the ring-tailed lemurs or true lemurs, the aye-ayes, mouse lemurs, sportive lemurs, and woolly lemurs, which we all talked about in lecture. The Lemuridae has 5 families. The first is the Lemuridae, which are the true lemurs and have the most recognizable lemur catta or ring-tailed lemur. This family has about 21 species. Next, we have the Dabintonidae, which has 1 species, the aye-aye. Next, there is the Chirogelidae, which includes the mouse lemur and has 34 species. Then we move on to the Indriidae, and the woolly lemurs are a part of this family, which includes 19 other species. And lastly, we have the Megalodoptidae, which include the sportive lemurs, and this family has 10 species. As with other Strepsirrhini primates, lemurs have a postorbital bar with no closure, as pictured on the right, as well as a tooth comb, which is also pictured. They have a dental formula of 2133, 2133. They have a bicrinated uterus, and a lot of species are nocturnal. Lemurs are female-dominated, which is much more unique in the primate universe. Lemurs are only found on the island of Madagascar, which is off the coast of Africa. This region of the world is exposed to dramatic weather, and typhoons are common, which can cause issues for the lemurs that are living there. There is also poor soil, which can cause poor plant productivity, and I found a few theories as to how lemurs came to only be found on Madagascar. The first being that they were already there when Madagascar split from Africa, and the second being that they floated there on vegetation as different primates began to become better at taking and keeping resources such as food and habitat. Moving on to female dominance, I wanted to focus my study on lemur catta and how female dominance evolved in this species, as well as its application on their social structure. First, I wanted to do a breakdown of primate social structures. Primates exhibit 6 different social structures, including semi-solitary, pair, band of males, uni-male, multi-female, uni-female, multi-male, and multi-male, multi-female. Lemurs are multi-male, multi-female, and female lemurs tend to mate with non-troop males, which I will talk more about in a few slides. The associated mating system with being multi-male, multi-female is polygynandry, which lemurs follow. I want to start off by saying that not all lemurs are female dominant, but when looking at lemur catta, females are dominant over all males. Females also take food priority, which will be important later. Females are winners in aggressive interactions against males, and males give submissive vocalizations and retreat when challenged. there is a female hierarchy, meaning the higher you are and the closer you are to the leading female, the better reproductive success you will have, which we will also cover in a few slides. The troop is a female resident multi-male group centered around one dominant female, and females exhibit mate choice because they are female dominant. Females also reject closely related males and actively mate with non-troop males. Males leave their natal group, and males will transfer between groups and stay for around 3 to 5 years. Males are identified by social status and relationships with females, so who they are mating with becomes important. One thing that I found really interesting in my research was that males also seem to have a loose hierarchy, which means there is structure to their feeding priority after women and also mate priority. This isn't a linear hierarchy, as males are the ones that leave the group and travel. There is also a lot of hostility for new males that join the troop, as they are challenged by the existing males and the females. Sexual dimorphism can be described as composite of male and female features, each responding to sexual selection. So lemur catta and other species of lemurs show no sexual dimorphism. This means that there is equal intersexual competition, which could help explain another reason for female dominance. I want to talk about the pictures I chose for this slide, as I think that they're really helpful to show sexual dimorphism. The top picture is lemur catta, and as you can see, there's no size or color difference between the male and the female. And now looking at the picture on the right, we see a male and a female peacock, where the male is obviously more colorful and larger in size. And then the picture on the left with orangutans shows the larger male on the left and the smaller female on the right. And males particularly, for orangutans, they get really big face flaps and they are much larger in size. Fighting. So, as I said on the previous slide, males and females are the same size, and female-male, male-male, and female-female fights do happen in troops, often over food and mates. Threats to troops are another source of conflict, where troop members will protect the troop. The last is rivals. I also mentioned earlier how new males will often be challenged when going into a new group, and females will defend their troop leader status. Lemur catta is primarily fructivorous, but will occasionally eat leaves and sometimes even insects. Due to the poor soil, low plant productivity, and the typhoons that I talked about earlier, resources available to lemur populations may become threatened, which really helps to drive female dominance. Female reproductive success is dependent on having enough resources to support herself and her offspring. Gestation, pregnancy, and lactation are all energetically expensive for females, and when combined with food competition with males, the cost of reproducing is too high. Food availability also causes pregnant and lactating females more stress than average primates due to the amount of damage that could be done to their already scarce food supply. In conclusion, female dominance is mainly found in fructivorous species of lemurs due to the climate on Madagascar and the damage that could be done to the fruit trees. Reproductive success relies on access to resources, so females must have access to resources over males. This means that female dominance evolved as a way to ensure reproductive success in females to ensure the survival of the lemur species. Here are my resources, and thank you so much. I really enjoyed this class, and I hope that you enjoyed my presentation.